I was told I was too much of an intellectual. Nobody can have big conversations anymore. That is why our world is doomed to fail. You'd rather melt your brains with politics or whatever show on TV. I feel so out of place. Not watching TV doesn't make you smart or unique or quirky. Just means you don't watch TV. You're not better than everyone else for it. What's going on, Machos? It's your boy Long Neil, back again with another new video. And in today's video, we're going over the hot post from r/IAmVerySmart. Let's get into it. Laugh away. I know how to divide by zero. I haven't figured out the mathematical or physical ramifications of my discovery all the way yet, but needless to say, I feel a great responsibility to research its effects on reality before publishing my work. Like I said, laugh away, but I've outpaced Einstein and Stephen Hawking by discovering math they couldn't envision, and I'm withholding my ideas until I'm okay with understanding what will happen to the public when I expect to release this new, outrageously simple, but pretty dang profound teaching that will redefine our view of reality and space-time. Again, laugh, but be ready to eat crow later. Outpacing Stephen Hawking and Einstein. Yeah, right, dude. You made one discovery. They made countless that altered our reality as we know it. And you learned how to divide by zero, so you claim. But, yeah, you're outpacing Hawking and Einstein. Sure thing, bud. Is marijuana bad for your brain? Well, this is BS. I've smoked steady and heavy since teen years. I currently have 4 college degrees, graduated honor roll with my MA, and am considering going back to be a very high but very smart PhD success story. You know what? Maybe if you hadn't been smoking the whole time, you could have already had your PhD, but you're not going to consider that. That was a great pick. Hurt's going to be their starter by week 4. This isn't a Flacco-Lamar situation. False dilemma, logical fallacy. I won't give you my responses anymore. I'll just share the logical fallacy you commit and let you connect the dots. Honestly, I feel like this dude doesn't even know what a logical fallacy is, and he's just throwing those words out there because he saw it in some article randomly. Hey, NHL admin, go back to school. Anyways is not a word. It's spelled anyway. No S. Ever. Then they put a link. Let's talk about anyways. Well, of course, not imbeciles who can't read or pass English classes. You obviously have no clue. Anyways with the S is considered slang and is part of non-standard colloquial or informal English. Furthermore, since anyway is an adverb, it is impossible for adverbs to be plural, period. You might need that information to get your GED. You know what I say to all this stuff? Did you understand me? Yeah? Alright then, shut up. Did he make a lot of sense in some of his arguments? What do I know? I only have a double major in mathematics and philosophy. Is that even relevant to what they're talking about here? Like, if we had some context, I bet this conversation has nothing to do with math or philosophy. They're talking about sports or something. He's like, well, I am a double major, so I know everything about everything because you only have a single major. No such thing as entire safety for the ill and immunocompromised, unless we force the other 95% of society into draconian famine and apocalyptic murder and destruction. We'd have to exalt their lives as more important than the rest of us. There are sane ways to move forward, so I don't have to kill dozens of people in self-defense. Why are you so convinced that this quarantine will result in draconian famine and apocalyptic murder and destruction? Sounds like fear-mongering, so you have an excuse to go back to Outback Steakhouse. I'm the polar opposite of fear-monger. More of a laissez-faire philosophy. With technology, I'm a dreamer. but a life realist. Fearmongers hate me. Outback Steakhouse is corny. So are most movie releases and the 80% of grocery store processed foods. I also stopped watching pro sports in high school as an elite athlete at the time. I'm very old school, preferring lots of red wine, DIY fixes and sweat, medicinal mushrooms, and OTC health over government cheese. Dude, you sound so smart and elevated. I bet you're like a genius. What's your IQ? Oh, I love these people that try so hard to sound smart. Because if they really were smart, they wouldn't do that. Oh, it's golden, man. Don't act like you've never poorly recreated movie scenes. I haven't, because I've never attempted to. Therefore, I cannot fail at it. Kinda like sex. I get it. JK. Stay safe and take it easy. If you're suggesting that my intellectual and witty responses to this Twitter convo has led you to believe that I am what most would consider a nerd, and therefore by default participate in a very low, if non-existent amount of fornication, then no, you fail at that too. Somebody pulled the wrong string there, huh? Something tells me he hit the nail on the head with that one, and it kind of pisses this dude off a little bit. That's hilarious. Music really brings people together, no matter what color, nationality, gender, or language it is. It's just sad that some people think their taste is better, or this music is better. Well, some people do have reasons for believing so. For instance, I took multiple music theory classes in college, so therefore I do understand music and its production significantly better than the average person. I would argue this makes my music taste objectively better. I think you missed the point of this wholesome tweet. Even if he didn't, and he's just saying that his music taste is better. No, just because you know more about music and like how it harmonizes or the different musical backgrounds, whatever, doesn't mean that your music taste is better than anyone else's. You have a different preference because you learned more about it, so now you think that a certain style of music is better. Where I, who haven't taken any music classes, could feel completely different. Doesn't make your point more valid just because you know more about the music. Gay, queer, gender, nonconforming. If you do you, or can learn to live life with a welcoming, broad perspective of our world, you will very likely quickly find me to be an interesting and inspiring person. I care very deeply for the emotions of others and their self-worth. Often, it is near impossible for me to differentiate theirs from my own. I inhabit the mind and body of others as if I had been born them instead of me. I am abnormally intelligent and creative. My imagination is quite a spectacle. Most are truly captivated by it. This chick needs to look up narcissism. Because she's got a severe case. You're not that interesting. And no, people aren't just gonna randomly fall in love with you because you say that you're abnormally intelligent and creative. Answer would have to be no, lol. I just can't intermingle with most people anymore. Individually, it's fine. But in groups, the dynamic changes so much. It's all gloom and despair or humor with very dark or damaging undertones. I got fed up with the negativity and cut it out from infuriating my psyche. If you can tell by my vocabulary these days, I read a lot of books. Alright, understandable. These people, man, they say what they want to say, but they have to say it in what they think is the most intelligent sounding way. And sure, this guy could be totally right that group dynamic changes, and if he doesn't want to be a part of that, it's cool. But why do you have to go brag on yourself? And you can tell by my vocabulary, I read a lot of books. Nobody asked. Oh, and by the way, no one cares. What can I say? I'm just different. Different in that I'm an intellectual, a genius, one who hits a target beyond where others can even see, and I believe in it now. I just don't know the single source of how or why I came to be how I am today. Unraveling how I am today based on just the memory of my experience is literally impossible. Measuring my intelligence can be seen as improbable. More research is needed in this context. But what can I say? It's just natural selection. I'm the best of the best there ever was. Way to be humble, my dude. I know and speak 9 languages fluently: Shanghainese, Mandarin, Cantonese, English, acts of service, quality time, words of affirmation, physical touch, and receiving gifts. Any of your guys' current struggles at this age, I probably experienced or I understand to some extent on how to deal with them. I'm bright. Capturing the potential in myself is super difficult. I can literally do whatever the F I want with my intelligence and be successful at multiple intelligences. Interpersonal, bodily, kinesthetic, interpersonal, logical reasoning, musica, spatial, naturalist, and obviously linguistic. Academics, I don't think we need to go to that because honestly, my genius isn't rooted through academic dexterity. I'm creative AF. I'm literally thinking all the time, risk-taking, mistake-making, but also having the self-control, vision, and psychological background to safeguard my discord and shenanigans into symphonies and oil paintings. A wild mind and a disciplined eye. Been depressed at least 5 times my life and still have the turbulent mind to get my butt out of that shitfest. Multiple fail past relationships that enable me to learn about the most fundamental needs of self-love and self-soul discovery. Having true grit, being able to persevere through it all, through uncertainty, disappointment, challenges, and even disheartening failure to create great work. It's not friggin' effortless. It took frickin' hard work and grinding to get where I am in life at the age of 21. Failing fuels me. Sucking fuels me. I am my worst enemy. What can I say? The stars are aligning. Talent is important, but how one develops and nurtures it is even more so. Oh, this is hilarious. Oh, dude, this is such a long way to brag on yourself. And this dude probably took like an IQ test and got 120 and now thinks he's freaking Einstein. Oh, these people, man, they're so conceited and narcissistic. It's mind-blowing. Like, also, who did he post this for? Like, is it just for himself? Or do his followers actually care about this stuff? It's probably just his mom, like, yeah, sweetie, you are so smart. You know 9 language. Like, oh, man. All right, Modern Chodes, that's it for the hot post from r/IAmVerySmart. If you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. And share this video with your friends. Till next time, peace.